Staves, Bows, Kraken, Gauntlet, Mark 2.5, and D.I.E machine. What do all these guns have in common? They are all elemental wonder weapons, and in this video we'll be looking at their evolution and reviewing them, and which ones you should or shouldn't learn to build or use if you haven't already. First off, let's define an elemental wonder weapon. An elemental wonder weapon must meet these criteria. It's a wonder weapon and has at least 4 versions or upgrade steps, as you could say. If you want to see a specific set of elemental wonder weapons, the timestamps will be in the pinned comment and description. With that all said, let's get right into it. First elemental wonder weapons ever were the Staves. So Origins, Bo2 and Bo3 versions both having the same stats, just looking slightly better in Bo3, and the electric staff in Bo3 is less likely to crash your game than in Bo2. So the staffs have 4 variants and you can build them and then upgrade them. First we have the electric staff. How you build it is there's a tank and you have to hop on it and get off at 3 locations to get the staff parts to build. It's pretty easy, I think, out of all the staffs. Electric staff looks the best, but out of all the staffs, the electric is my least favorite to upgrade and use. The switches around the map to upgrade this staff I can never remember, so I always have to look up a guide and it just gets super annoying. The electric staff is nowhere near as good as the other staffs. It has a very tight spread when you shoot it, unlike the other staff. It is a more long-range gun than to use in a pickle, unlike the other staffs. Then we have the fire staff. It is a pretty easy to build. You just have to turn on all the generators, shoot down a plane, and kill a panzer. It is fun to use, looks really clean, and to upgrade it isn't too bad. You just have to get a couple of soul kills in an easy puzzle. Then we have the ice staff. It is technically the easiest to build. You just need to dig on snow rounds, which you can get lucky with or really unlucky with. I usually get really unlucky with it. Again, the ice staff looks really good, and to upgrade it, it's pretty easy. Just a quick puzzle and then shoot the tunes. The ice staff kills the zombies slower than the other staffs, but is the only staff that will kill into the hundreds. Then we have the wind staff. You just have to go into all the heads of robots. Just easy if you know what you're doing. Do the easy upgrade and it's basically a thunder gun. And I swear the wind staff gets slapped on as the average staff, but in my opinion it's the best. If you've never built or done a quest in COD Zombie before, I wouldn't recommend starting off with the staffs. Maybe just something easier. But if you have built one weapons, have done quests before, this is one of the best to build. Then we have the bows, which I would like to say is just such a dope idea for a wonder weapon, and it looks so good. Unlike the staves, you have the bow itself, and then you have 4 quests to get your elemental bow: electric, fire, void, and wolf. They're a bit different to the staffs, but close enough. Let's start off with the wolf bow. It's probably my favorite to build out of all the bows. The story told in the paintings is super cool. The steps are pretty easy, with just a soul chest and shooting the flag. When using this bow, it kills the zombies slowly with a regular shot, but a charge shot is kind of like the thunder gun with its effect. Then we have the electric bow. Pretty easy to build, just shoot a couple of bonfires and fill up the urns. Sometimes it is annoying to get the furthest bonfire away, but once you get the hang of it, you're never going to miss. It is best to camp with, to be honest. If you just find a nice corner, get cozy, and use a charge shot, it'll make like a whirlwind and nothing is going to touch you. So pretty cool. Then we have the fire bow. I'm not the biggest fan of how you build this one. You need to shoot the hot rock once the rocket immediately takes off, which is hard and annoying to do. Then you have to shoot bullseyes while flying the one fizz. But once you get it, it's pretty fun to use. Just shoot the zombies and they'll burn. And if you shoot the floor, it basically turns into lava. So pretty cool. Anything near you will die. Then we have the worst by far to build is the void bow. I hate building this stupid bow. You have to get crawler kills, which is so hard to get unless you have crawl space, which makes this gobble gun useful, but it's just annoying to chuck it on if you want to do this easy. Yes, you can do it without it, but it just makes it a lot harder. And then you have to decipher a couple codes, and I always have to look up a guide for this bow, unlike the others. But to be fair, it does look really good compared to the other bows, in my opinion. The way it works is really cool. Once you shoot it, skulls will spawn around and slowly kill the zombies, and a charge shot will do it quicker. But all in all, the bows are really dope. Again, if you're new to quests, don't build the fire bow or void bow. They are really hard, but electric and wolf are the best to build if you haven't done many quests, Easter eggs, anything to do that's complicated. But the bows are a harder elemental wonder weapon to build than we are a harder elemental wonder weapon to build compared to the others on the list, but not as hard as the staffs.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. When I was recording this video, I totally forgot about the Kraken until the final parts of this video. I had gone all the gameplay and finished editing this video, and then I realized, oh wait, the Kraken. This wonder weapon is so forgettable. I really dislike how you build it. You just have to find parts around the map and then build it at a workbench, and the way you build a Kraken is through a very complicated quest, which I've actually never done before. I just spin the mystery box until I get it. I really don't like this wonder weapon.
You have 4 variants: ice, fire, poison, and electric. Ice probably being the best. It slows down the zombies in this kind of whirlwind thing when they walk through it. Then fire is the exact same as ice, but it kills them slowly. And poison is pretty much the same as fire, but kills more, but slower. And electric is the worst, just kind of kills them. The Kraken is good, but all these variants feel the exact same. If you've used one, you've used them all, to be honest. That's why I just said them so quickly. It's not different like the staves or the bows. Like, it's not different effects. It just feels the same, which I really don't enjoy. And the way you upgrade it is you just Pack-a-Punch it, which I feel like is just cheating when you're using the elemental wonder weapon. I feel like there should be a quest to upgrade it, but that's just my opinion. If you are starting out, this is the easiest one to do, but it just lies too heavy on RNG, and you're not really doing anything with quests. You're not getting to know anything about the map like you do on Eisendrache or Origins, so I really would recommend giving this one a skip, even if you're new to it. Then we have the elemental wonder weapon ray gun. Then we have the Mark 2.W, X, Y, and Z, which I was calling Mark 2.5s from now on for sake of simplicity. Lightning being an infinite ammo ray gun, which slowly regains ammo, kind of like the flamethrower from Modern War or the jet gun. I don't like this gun at all, to be honest. I don't like how you upgrade this version of the ray gun with it all, but it always confuses me. And then the way you upgrade all these ray guns is just you Pack-Punch them, which I've already said I don't really like. Then we have the electric ray gun, which is so cool. It is just a fully automatic ray gun, but once it is packed, it becomes dual wielding, which is so cool. I just love this version of the ray gun so much. Then we have the fire/grenade version. Kind of does big explosion shots, but also has like a fire effect. It's pretty cool, fun to use. The upgrade process actually isn't too bad, just a stupid chimney step. I don't mind doing this one, and it's not too bad. Finally, we have the shotgun ray gun, which is basically just a ray gun that acts as a shotgun. I really like this gun once papped. Again, just more ammo and damage. Pretty standard for upgrading weapons, but I feel like elemental wonder weapons should have a cool new effect once upgraded. The ray guns are probably a good in-between from the Kraken and the staves. More of an intermediate quest to build elemental wonder weapons, fun to use and fun to build. All in all, a good wonder weapon. Then we have the gauntlets, which I just love the design of all these gauntlets and all the Greek mythology track put into Ancient Evil. So beautiful. I really want to make a video on this map and how it is absolutely slapped on. Let me know if you guys actually want to see that, because I will post that if even one person comments they want to see it. First off, we have the poison/earth gauntlet, which is pretty good. Just a quick hold out like all the gauntlets, then collect the berries from the bush. Then you have this gauntlet. I believe the gauntlets are a bit on the easy side to build, but are fun too, at least. Then you have Gaia/poison gauntlet, which is pretty easy. Just find the coins and then boom, upgrade a gauntlet. Base version of this is just a multi-shot that kills the zombies like the earth gauntlet. This gauntlet is best used to camp. Once you find a nice corner, shoot a charge shot at the ground and just wait for zombies to die. Then we have the air/wind gauntlet, which is so cool. This is by far one of the best wonder weapons we've ever got. Just shoot the feathers, then you have this magnificent beast. You literally just have the thunder gun, but slightly weaker. Hey, but at least you can run faster than you can with the thunder gun. Last but definitely not least, the lightning gauntlet, which is my favorite to build and to use. To build the lightning gauntlet, just align the mirrors, then Zeus himself lends you his power, which is by far my favorite wonder weapon ever. Not the strongest, just the coolest out of all the elemental wonder weapons in my opinion. The gauntlets in my opinion is best for beginners who are trying to learn how to build and do quests. Not too hard, not too long, no RNG involved whatsoever, just all in all one of the best elemental wonder weapons. Then last out of all these is the D.I.E Machine, which I'll be calling D.I.E from now on. With electric, fire, ice, and poison. First off, the poison/Nova 6 variant, which is probably the easiest build. Just kill a Nova dog and then you have it basically just slowly kills the zombies. It really is terrible, will not save you if you are in a pickle. Then you have the fire, which is basically the regular version but just with a tighter spread, so basically a shotgun variant. Isn't too bad to build. I would recommend doing this one. It isn't too bad. I just want to say, with the stupid teleporters, or what are you going to call them, for this variant and electric, you have to complete 3 steps of the Easter egg, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, and it's going to hold back so many players who don't want to do the Easter egg, and you're just locking them behind that. So I think that was a really dumb idea on their behalf. Then you have the electric variant. Just suck the free crystals, and you have 600 rounds of ammo, which is so good paired with Ring of Fire. Then you finally have the ice. You just get the green guy to hit the tree, and the ice variant, which is basically the electric D.I.E machine, but just slows the zombies down and with slightly less ammo. I could triple pack these and make it better than most of the wonder weapons on this list, but for sake of fairness, I'm not going to. And I just want to say, when you upgraded the bows or you upgraded the staffs, it felt better. But I would say the variants of the D.I.E machine are nowhere as good as the first variant. It is way better than all of these, and I don't know why they didn't make it more strong. It's not worth your time, honestly. Alright, we've finally gotten through the evolution of the elemental wonder weapons. Now, which ones should we build if we haven't built any of them before? If we're looking for something more on the beginner kind of side of things, I'd recommend the Gauntlets because they're fun to use, easy to build, and they're really strong, and Ancient Evil is an amazing map. If we're looking for something that's a bit more challenging but not quite the hardest, I would recommend either the Mark 2.5s or the Die Machine. Die Machine being a bit harder than the ray guns, but they're both fairly on the same level. Alright, now if we're looking for something a bit more on the difficult side but very rewarding to build, I'd recommend the bows and or the staves. Most of you guys have 100% built these, but this is for more the people that have not built all these before. I cannot more recommend to build these. These are so fun, there's so much lore behind them, you should 100% do them. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This video took me the better part of 3 weeks to make with recording, editing, and getting the game footage. Please consider leaving a like, subscribe, let me know what your favourite elemental wonder weapon is, and let me know what videos you guys want to watch next, and above all else, have a good one.